Imagine this. The world goes quiet. The streets are empty. Your phone stops buzzing. And for the first time in years, maybe ever, you're truly alone. No distractions. Just you and your thoughts. At first, it's unsettling. The silence screams. The walls feel closer. But then something shifts. You begin to hear things, not outside, but within. And that's where the real lessons begin. What if isolation wasn't a curse, but a catalyst? What if being alone is exactly what you needed to find who you really are? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never see solitude the same way again. Life in isolation isn't something most of us seek out willingly. Yet, whether it's due to personal choices, global events, or unforeseen circumstances, isolation has a way of finding its way into our lives. While the initial impact can be jarring, isolation offers unique insights and lessons about ourselves and the world. Here are 7 essential life lessons that time spent alone can teach us. 1. Self-reflection isn't optional, it's essential. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to avoid deep self-reflection. The noise of modern existence can drown out the quieter whispers of our inner thoughts. But isolation strips away distractions. It demands that we confront our own minds. During isolation, you realize that self-reflection isn't a luxury, it's essential for growth. Understanding who you are, what you need, and where you're headed cannot happen without moments of solitude. These moments force us to ask uncomfortable questions. Am I living in alignment with my values? What emotions have I been avoiding? How do I really feel about myself when no one else is around? The answers may not always be pleasant, but they are necessary for true personal development. 2. Solitude isn't loneliness. One of the first realizations in isolation is the distinction between being alone and feeling lonely. Loneliness is an emotional state, often born from unmet social needs. Solitude, on the other hand, is a physical state that can be rich and fulfilling if approached with the right mindset. During isolation, you may discover that your own company can be quite enjoyable. You learn to entertain yourself, to sit with your thoughts without judgment, and to create joy from simple activities. This is where the beauty of solitude lies. It offers a chance for creativity, self-care, and mental clarity. Cultivating a healthy relationship with solitude can also liberate you from unhealthy dependencies on external validation and constant social interaction. You begin to understand that contentment can be self-generated. 3. True strength lies in adaptability. Isolation often forces us out of our comfort zones. Normal routines fall apart, familiar support systems become distant, and new challenges emerge. While this can feel overwhelming at first, it reveals a critical truth. True strength isn't about rigidly holding on to what was, but about adapting to what is. Adaptability is learning to find new ways to navigate life despite limitations. It may mean discovering new hobbies when old ones aren't accessible, finding creative solutions to feelings of boredom or loneliness, or simply reshaping daily habits to fit a new context. When faced with extended periods of isolation, those who thrive are those who pivot gracefully. They recognize that life will sometimes demand flexibility rather than force. This lesson, once internalized, can be applied to countless other aspects of life beyond isolation. 4. Your mental health deserves attention. In isolation, the state of your mental health comes into sharper focus. Without the distractions of daily life, suppressed issues like anxiety, depression, or unaddressed trauma come bubbling to the surface. Isolation removes the ability to escape these feelings through external noise. This can be uncomfortable, but it serves as a powerful wake-up call. Mental health requires ongoing attention, not just in times of crisis. Isolation teaches that self-care isn't just pampering yourself but actively attending to your emotional well-being. Practices like meditation, journaling, or engaging in therapeutic conversations can become lifelines. You begin to see that caring for your mental health is as vital as caring for your physical health. Ignoring it does not make it go away, Understanding and nurturing it is the only way forward. 5. Relationships are quality over quantity. When cut off from regular interaction, many of us begin to reevaluate our relationships. Isolation highlights the difference between meaningful connections and superficial ones. The people you think of when you have space to reflect often reveal what's truly important. In times of solitude, the number of social media friends or passing acquaintances suddenly feels irrelevant. What matters are the connections that bring real value, whether through emotional support, deep conversations, or shared understanding. Isolation encourages you to invest more in quality relationships, those where both parties contribute meaningfully. It also pushes you to prune relationships that drain you or no longer serve mutual growth. You come to recognize that it's better to have a few genuine connections than many shallow ones. 6. Gratitude for the simple things. The absence of the ordinary often brings it into sharp relief. Things we once took for granted, gathering with loved ones, hugging a friend, sitting in a cafe, suddenly become precious in their absence. Isolation, while challenging, reveals just how lucky we are in normal times. It's easy to fall into complacency when surrounded by abundance. But isolation strips life down to basics and offers a chance to reassess what we value. Perhaps you find yourself grateful for something as simple as a quiet cup of tea, a phone call, or your own health. Practicing gratitude becomes more intentional in isolation. You learn to cherish moments, to recognize that joy doesn't reside solely in grand experiences but often in the tiniest details of everyday life. 7. You are more capable than you think. Perhaps the most empowering lesson isolation can teach is that you are far more capable and resilient than you previously realized. It's easy to underestimate yourself when life's challenges are spread out and buffered by the presence of others. Isolation removes those buffers and exposes your strengths and weaknesses alike. You might surprise yourself with the capacity to endure emotional highs and lows, to find creative outlets even when feeling stuck, and to push through difficult days with resilience. Isolation is a mirror, showing both your vulnerabilities and your potential. It's in this environment that self-confidence quietly grows. By recognizing that you can handle more than you thought, you're likely to emerge from isolation with a deeper trust in yourself, one that will serve you long after the solitude ends. In conclusion, though often uncomfortable, isolation is a profound teacher. It provides an opportunity to confront ourselves, recalibrate our priorities, and strengthen our inner resources. These lessons are not restricted to moments of physical solitude, they can guide us throughout our lives, shaping how we engage with ourselves and others. So the next time you find yourself in an extended period of isolation, whether by choice or circumstance, try to view it as an opportunity rather than a punishment. Within that quiet space are insights that can change your life, if you are willing to listen. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.